Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs on QCTV. Friday afternoon at the Andover Huskies get ready to take on the Champlin Park Rebels girls basketball. Jim, Huskies come in with a 5-game win streak against the Rebels.
Yeah, and right now they've got 4 seniors that are all going to play at the next level. They're starting to come together. And right now, after the new year, after the holidays, you start becoming the team that you're going to be through the sectional playoffs, and the Huskies are finding their identity right now.
The Rebels come in 2-7, couple of good wins and then some tough losses along the way. What can we expect from the Rebels?
Well, I think the Rebels need to do a better job in the second half. They were up against Chaska by a point at halftime, ended up only scoring 2 points the first 10 minutes of the second half, only scored 4 points in the second half in their game previous. They've got to do a better job in the second half if they're going to stay with the Huskies.
Get ready, tip just around the corner. Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs on this QCTV sports presentation coming your way.
Back to the fence, and that's gone.
There it is. Ace to win the set. It's caught. 20-10 touchdown.
This is going to be in the gap.
Yes! Scores on the deflection. The Andover Huskies win their first state championship.
Well, it's a matinee high school girls basketball presentation. Joe Rulin, Jim Childs, and a couple of teams with 2 different programs here. The high schools, the Andover jumping out to a 5-2 lead, or 5-2 record. But one of their signature wins has come across against Centennial this year.
Yeah, and they've, like you said, they've got a good streak going of 5 straight wins. And as we get ready, on the other hand, the Champlin Park Rebels have done a nice job of staying in games in that first half, and we'll see if they can stick with the Huskies. You had a chance to talk to Coach Nichols before we came on air, and Joe, he's been here a couple, 4 years now, I think, and just done a great job with this program. Let's see what we can let's see about the interview with Coach Nichols.
Joe Rulin joined along with the head coach of the Andover Girls Huskies, Blake Nichols. And Coach, how would you describe this year's team?
This is a group that plays a really fun style. They play very fast. They really like to compete on the defensive end, and they definitely have a great attitude about playing together, and it's been a really great group to coach.
Well, again, you've got some seniors here, a core 4, just to name a few, who have really progressed through their time here at Andover. How would you describe that chemistry in those players as well?
Yeah, I think they've really developed and grown, not just as basketball players, but as teammates and as leaders. And to see that growth and maturity improve from when they were 8th graders all the way up to now is pretty incredible. And it's just been fun to be a part of their journey.
You come in 5-2, meanwhile taking on Champlin Park at 2-7. How do you get ready, and what do you expect from the Rebels?
They're extremely athletic. They have some very dynamic guards that can give a lot of people problems, and they've been giving teams great games, even though their record maybe isn't quite to where they would have expected it to be. They're a group that plays very fast, very physical, and we're going to need to play really well to be successful.
Thanks for joining us, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Champlin Park, Andover Huskies girls basketball coming your way. Tip is next on QCTV. Moments away from tip-off, and again, we get a look at the Huskies. They come in 5-2, averaging 63 points per game. Opponents are scoring at a 55 per game clip. Meanwhile, for the Rebels are at 2-7, scoring at 37 points per game, and meanwhile surrendering almost 48 points per game. As we get a look at our starting lineups here this afternoon on a game actually that probably, Jim, could have been played outside.
Well, driving here, I couldn't believe it. Short sleeves are out there. It's a beautiful fall day. I mean, it's not the end of December.
As you get the look here, as both teams getting introduced, you get a look here at Leslie Phelps, the first-year head coach for the Rebels. At guard, you've got Erin Kaluza, followed by Natalie Tolentino. And meanwhile, it's Savannah Belangi. Also number 13, followed by number 22, Mariah Pates. And then number 24, Naomi Cruchon.
Naomi Cruchon is really the heartbeat of the defense. She adds a lot of energy when they're out on the floor, and she's one of the captains, does a nice job.
Well, of course, the Huskies, they pack a lot of juice as they have 4 seniors leading the way. Piper Ingleby at one spot, number 13, the senior, averaging 13 a game. Emma Frost, also strong defender, and averaging 10 a game as well, number 15, followed by Anna Voller. Voller scoring at 19 points per clip per game, and followed by, of course, at center, you get a look at Morgan Miller. She'll play forward. She'll float along the way as well. She's averaging 12 a game.
She is one of the big. She does a great job with her footwork down in the low post.
Off the bench, Tolentino on the run by around the wing. Now a quick drive, kick out, 3-ball from the side, no good. But a rebound pulled down by Miller, and she'll lead the fast break. Miller kicks it, top of the perimeter. Now a drive by Frost. She'll stop, she'll pop, she'll hit the front of the rim. Miller on the offensive board. Takes it to the bank for 2. So an offensive board, and the first 2 points of the game there for Miller and the Huskies, out 2-0. And on the weave up top, trying to crisscross and create. Tolentino, a little space, down low. Kaluza gets the layup and marred off the rim. Transition time coming now. Working near side here is Voller. She'll take a shot from the elbow, and she'll connect.
Great job.
Lead.
Yeah, great job by just to put it up. You've got an offensive rebound already. Put it up again.
Tolentino getting it back, trying to gear it up there. Belangi had it momentarily. Now to Kaluza. Working the perimeter on the dribble drive here. A motion offense, driving and drawing the foul. That'll go against Heppel. Her first foul, and the first team foul. On the Huskies.
Yeah, that's Savannah. That was Naomi Cruchon. Like I said, she just adds a lot of energy out there. She's able to drive, get the harm, and get the first point for the Rebels.
Good trajectory on that free throw, and able to connect. Rebels, last year their season ended on a semi-sectional loss that was to Roseville. Ended with a season of 11-15. That was last year's campaign. 4-2 now as the Rebels cut into the deficit, going against that zone. Voller looks to go right, then gets the members roll, and the ball crawls over the front, and she connects 2 for 2 on the field, and 4 points total now for Voller. Giving go back on a crisscross to the lane, kick out on the bounce pass. A drive here to the lane, kicked up and thrown into about the second row of the bleachers. A little too much adrenaline on that pass.
Huskies shooting well from the field. We're about a minute and a half in, and they've missed one shot, and it was a putback. So they're 3 from 4 from inside.
Heppel against this 1-3-1 zone, attacking it at the middle. Here's Voller. She'll be playing at Sioux Falls College next season. Bounce pass back in. The Voller tries to get around. Good defensive stop and a steal now for the Rebels. Good kick out far side off the glass and good for two for Kaluza.
Nice dish, and again, good defense by Cruchon.
They like to attack off the ball, switch up the defense this time a little bit more as they pressure up top. They're going to call kicking the ball here, so the Huskies will receive it back on the possession. 15:42, just underway here in the first half. It's a 6-4 lead for Andover. Team looking to improve their 5-2 record. They've stacked a few wins the last 3 games. They have played extremely well. Heppel on the bounce pass. Miller has nothing but a wide open 3. Ring it up. Cash for 3 for Miller.
Yeah, when Morgan Miller can hit from the outside, that makes her very difficult to defend.
First 3 of the afternoon for the Huskies, and there's a turnover for the Rebels as they try to send a high-low pass and unable to connect. 9-4 lead here for Andover, and it is Miller with 5 and Voller with the other 4. Trying to attack now the 2-3 zone is Heppel. Entry pass in the Miller. Miller fakes right, goes left, wants to do a little spin cycle move, and it's blocked there. Nicely done by Pates. Loose ball brought down. Here come the Rebels on this transition. Dribbling around the perimeter of the wing. They switch up now to the lane. Wants to take it all the way. Draws the foul. Didn't have much of a shot. Perhaps Ingleby was the one who drew that.
Good drive again. You can see Cruchon's on a mission to get to the hoop or get to the rim.
Second team foul at the line for the Rebels. Shooting 2 shots. Number 24.
That body on that one. Good call.
You mentioned earlier, Jim, it was Champlin Park. It took a 54-41 loss to Chaska. Chaska currently number 9 in Class 4A.
And they had a lead. They had a lead at halftime, 22-21. And just Chaska came out strong in that second half.
Voller reads it. Ingleby on that switch off to the bank for 2. Nice running bank that time. Cashed in. First 2 points of the afternoon for Ingleby. Ingleby coming in averaging 13 a game.
Another foul on Ingleby. That'll be number 2, I believe.
Tolentino will pick up the couple of free throws from the charity stripe. And a luck here as well, Andover has picked up some, as I mentioned, 3 consecutive wins after dropping 2 games. 1 to Eden Prairie and 1 to Eastview.
Yeah, they've had a strong schedule. I mean, we're playing Eden Prairie and Eastview, 2 strong teams, and a 1-possession game loss to Eastview.
After the 2 fouls whistled on Ingleby, Ella Fields now comes in, and converting on both of those free throws was Tolentino to cut the deficit now to 11-6. Ingleby will sit, and now the replacement gets the ball in the transition back. Miller fakes up, strong move to the hoop, but she couldn't get away with that Euro step, and they call her for the travel. I believe that's the first turnover this afternoon for Andover.
Well, they've been strong from the field. They're shooting the lights out right now.
Transition down low. Hagenbart also in the game now for the Rebels. High lofting shot hits the floor, not the rim, and tied up underneath is Tolentino. Possession arrow will go the way of the Huskies, and Voller will inbound it.
Huskies defense right now has got some energy to it. It's good to see that they're sticking to their defender, their player, and strong energy and good defense right now by the Huskies.
Dribbling down, Frost, nice spin move, but couldn't get that bank. Missed everything, and as a result, on the air ball, it's brought up back by the Rebels. setting the pick there. Hagenbart stripped. Nice job. Heppel ahead. Voller draws that foul, reciprocates after a couple of the Rebel players drawing fouls on those layups, trying to convert, and that'll send Voller to the free throw line with 13-18 to go. 11-6 lead for Andover.
Yeah, you mentioned the Heppel. I mean, when you've got four, first of all, good vision by Heppel, but good foul on that. But you've got four seniors that you've got to distribute the ball to. You think she's got to make tallies in a notebook as she goes through the game? I mean, it's a big that's a big job for that junior.
Heppel will sit for a while, get a break, and Sophia Purcell, averaging 2 points a game, steps in. Miller converts on both of hers, and she's got 7 already here in the first half. A little pressure coming away here for the Huskies. They want to slow down that tempo. Good conversion there, and deflected just enough. I didn't think the Huskies got a piece of it. The officials said they did, and so the Rebels will inbound. And that's what you see, good stuff by the Huskies. They kind of just mix it up after a made free throw.
Yeah, get a little pressure and just do some different things. There, nice steal by Engelby.
Miller here on the steal, gets it across midcourt, drops it for Voller. Voller from the parking lot, no, front of the rim, drifts back, and kind of a mini scrum there as about 3 players carried that ball out of play, and it will be rewarded to Andover. Purcell on the throw it. Huskies line up, 4 horns, 4 up.
In the game for the Rebels, number 23, Amana Bates.
Yeah, they're staying in that zone. The Rebels are staying in that zone right now.
Gets a look, rotating it around. Thought about that shot, did field. A weave back from Frost. Frost just at the Voller. Voller is stripped, and here comes the Rebels on the fast break. Transition time, good left-handed layup, and converting was Cruchon.
That cuts it to 5. This is good hustle and good defense by the Rebels.
Cruchon with 6 of the Rebels' 8 points early here in the first half, faking the shot, moving it to the lane. Now kicked back out. Purcell over the Fields. Fields then works it back again. Now Purcell to the near wing. Frost stops, pulls up her dribble, and goes to the bank for 2.
That's just good body positioning and switching over to the right hand on the crossover. That was a great shot by Frost.
Frost, her first 2, her season high has been 14. That came across against Centennial. A little pirouette move near the elbow, back down low by Hagenbarth. There's a deflected pass. Huskies have the transition look here. Trying to convert. And it back, now rotating, near side, down low. Here's Voller, 3 ball, corner pocket, no good. Bounces off the back of the board, a little too strong, and deflected off of Miller and out of play with 11:43 to go.
Just missed on the execution of the shot, but love the fact that they're getting that extra pass and rotating that ball around. You see Blake Nichols there. Really done a nice job with this program.
In his 5th season for the Huskies. Also played some basketball at Bethel. A little nice to know. There from the elbow, good move, trying to convert and navigate her way through that defensive bracket there of the Huskies. Out of play, we'll get it back to the Rebels, and in for the first time is Oganiele. And getting her first look, Tony averaging 2.5 a game this season.
Just a freshman.
Rotating around Belangi here. Hard to the floor, and no foul whistle, just a turnover is what the result is. Handing it back here to Andover as they have a 7-point lead. I kind of like this Friday afternoon game, Jim.
Yeah, I do too.
Miller gets another look, gonna give her the 3, and this one cannot get a board by Voller. She tries to get it back to Miller. Voller call for the ball. Got there a little late. Turnover. Converting for the bank. No, unable to break that through all the way. That was Bates who missed that layup. Voller trying to cash it in. transition back quickly and called for the foul. Will be number 22 in Pates. She grabbed the hand there momentarily on Miller.
Have a baller with a nice shot, nice drive, able to get it over to Miller.
Some wholesale changes there for the Huskies as well.
So you kind of get the feeling that the longer the Rebels hang around, as I say that, Huskies did, but there just seems to be a little bit, could be a little bit of energy on the Rebels side.
A pure looking three there by Evers. Great to come off the bench and hit that three. Huskies now with their biggest lead of the game at 18-8. Turnover here in the backcourt. Down low for Evers on the transition. Fakes right, goes to the baseline, turned away, and a diehard block that time by Pates. That ball did not advance more than a centimeter after it left her hand.
No, and just good footwork by the defenseman.
Inbounds to Evers, back again. Purcell has it. Frost, the lone starter right now, back out there to anchor the 5 out there for the Huskies. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. To the baseline, Purcell's trying to find her way, and Fields was coming over to help out as well. 10-13 to go, turnover for Andover. And the starting guard comes back in. That's the sophomore Lacey Heppel.
A rotation of 9. That's some depth that you're growing right now in your program when you've been able to rotate in 9 and you're only 10 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, definitely have done a good job of building that depth. And again, the seniors out there today for the Huskies have not taken a loss to Champlin Park in their high school career, and they like to keep that intact if they can. Drawing the foul, that number 22 in Olsen.
Nice drive, and got the hand, they got the arm.
Always that reach, especially when that one right foot is coming across the body, a little easier to call.
Well, Pates down low, she really is a strong offensive player down low. She's got some good footwork. We haven't seen her down on the post very much, pretty much up on the high post.
1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Frost trying to get the pass back over to Heppel, but she was fouled, was Frost.
Rebels fouls on number 23, Alana Bates, her first 13 foul.
So that goes against Alana Bates for the Rebels. For the Rebels, their 3rd team foul. This from behind 3 and just off the mark. Evers on that miss. And they're going to bring some juice back in, will the Rebels. And that will be Crujon. Crujon has generated most of the offense.
And she's also got a couple of steals on defense. She's kind of been the heartbeat so far for the Rebels.
This is the only meeting of the year between these two squads. Oh, excuse me, there's another one coming up on January 23rd at Champlin Park. Long pass, near side, stop at the elbow, and still. Fields stops, lets the traffic go by, and calmly collects herself and collects 2 points.
What a great job. What patience and persistence to be able to get the steal and then finish it.
Hard drive here, and they're going to call a foul. I believe that will be on Fields, her first for Andover, their 5th team foul.
Number 11, Ellie Fields, her first 5th team foul.
And the Huskies now at their largest lead at 11, 20-9 after converting on the turnover. Fields and cashing that in for 2.
Tony Gouliet, she's a good-looking freshman. Had a good first step on Fields. Able to get down, get around Fields.
Ingleby comes back in with those 2 fouls. Evers collects the loose change. And up comes Heppel trying to find a gap, a seam. Frost has it. Looks to move, left hand dribble here. Good strong move, and off the glass a little hard. Transition time now for the Rebels. They move it coast to coast, looking for the three. Now taking it to the lane, dribbled, and then also clogged right there. Kicks it back out for the trifecta. Nice shot by Kaluza. A lot of that work was done by Crujon.
Second three-pointer for Kaluza.
To the lane, Frost. Starting to heat it up. Beautiful drive, slicing and dicing to the glass for two. She's got 4 on the afternoon, does the senior. Averaging almost 10 a game at 9.9. 9-point lead. Here are the Rebels. To the lane, good tangle up inside, a tie-up. That time it was a tie-up between Pates and Heppel. Heppel not used to getting down low on those balls, being a shortstop on the fast pitch team.
She gets in there. She's just a gamer. She is the kind of gritty player you love to play with.
Looking for another three, in and out. Kaluza trying to get the hat trick on trifectas, unable to convert. Kicking it back now on the weave. There's Voller to Frost. Frost looks inside to Miller, now wants a better angle inside, so she goes to Heppel. Heppel, access in, turnaround shot, in and out for the new Clemson attendee, and then one opportunity for Miller. Wow. She stuck with that, Jim, and it paid off.
Yeah, really nice job of getting away, and good recognition by Heppel that there's an advantage down low. Heppel gets it down to her. And you mentioned the persistence. That was excellent job by Miller.
Unable to convert on the and one, but still another 11-point lead here for Andover. For three, front of the rim on the Rebels shot. That's short. Engelby keeps the dribble alive. Kicks it out to the corner. Cross court. Now to Frost. Frost tees one up for three. Pure. Wow, what a pure looking three. Nothing but net. Her first three of the game. That is, again, for Frost. She's now got 7 here in the first half, 7:20. The weave up top, into the corner from the wing, driving in, no good. Bouncing around, trying to get the O board. That's short. Now a quick toss back up, hits the side of the rim. Rebels getting some good offensive boards here, and that one on another shot attempt by the Rebels. Unable to convert.
That'll be a foul on Crujon. Oh, and they just teed her up too.
Her second foul of the game, but now with that technical. Players will come off the line to shoot that technical.
Crujon will come off. That's a big loss right now. I understand the frustration.
And that gives her that third foul as well. So there's also the 16th foul on the Rebels.
So Engelby will take the free throw.
3 points for Engelby as she tries to convert the second here, and she does. So Huskies have now opened up a 16-point lead here in the first half, 29-13.
Just 3 minutes ago, it was a 5-point lead. They have extended it quickly, and that's what the Huskies can do. I mean, you've got 4 points of weaponry out there with those 4 great seniors.
To the wing, now the elbow inside. Miller tries to go high-low down to Valor, unable to get possession of Miller. Now back to Valor. Valor just missed on that bank, had some good pressure. Rebels will try to regain a little offensive momentum here, but it tips off the Rebels player. I thought he said off of White, so I thought, yes, the Huskies are awarded that ball. Inbounding.
It is, yeah, it is the Rebels ball.
Yeah. Looking inside, near in the 5 count. Tough for good self-management that time by Heppel, just by reaction. You see a ball. For me, it's like that anytime I see a ball. I'm like a dog seeing a squirrel. I got to get after it.
They did reverse it. I think there was some question on who knocked it out.
And the Rebels extend their possession here with 6:38 to play in the first. They're down 29-13. Look inside, forced to the outside. Kaluza had it momentarily. Now a good strong drive to the lane, scoop coming in to try to force in that rebound. And Pates, she's fouled. She'll go back to the line. Huskies have now collected their 6th team foul.
Heppel will get the call on that.
Charges there to the lane, gets kind of letting her get in and foul and get in position for that board. Are the Huskies? That's something you can always kind of work on sealing it off. 2 losses this year, 2 wins rather, for Champlin Park have come against Park Center, 63-53. Missing on that second, but getting the rebound again here, the Rebels. Good stick to it in this, Jim, as they continue to extend this possession. This for 3. This is no good. Tangled up for the rebound, Miller and Ingleby, and it's controlled now by Ingleby. She brings it across midcourt, looks to the left. Scoop pass back over to Purcell. 2-3 defense once again, looking down low. Ingleby fakes to the right, goes to the left hand. That's blocked by Bates. Ingleby trying to get right back at it. She's tangled up as she brings that ball down low. That allowed the Rebels to tie it up. Possession arrow goes the way here of Andover. They'll inbound it.
Layla Wing with a nice defensive play. That's what that 3-2 zone will do, is just be able to tie up your bigs down below.
In the block here, kind of tossing one up. Miller tried to get the offensive rebound, and she didn't get it, but she sustained it enough to the Rebels. Number 13, Belangi, went off her hand. Another look, 5:46 here in the first. Huskies with that 16-point lead in the 5-2 mark. Voller thought about the 3, now kicks it to the wing. Bounce pass, getting access inside. Good strong move inside by Miller, but she couldn't close it up. Rebound to the Rebels. And here comes Tolentino, left for 3. This one is short. Belangi with that attempt, and here comes Andover on the transition. Voller will stop, she'll pop, she'll hit the side of the rim, bounces to the left. Rebels on this transition back off the hand of Purcell and awarded to Champlin Park.
I like what the Rebels are doing by pushing tempo right now and trying to get those quick strikes. The way they can get back into this is creating some mismatches and getting down the floor fast.
Inbounding here. Meanwhile, the Rebels have lost their last 5 games. Tough games against St. Michael, Albertville, Chaska, Woodbury, Elk River, and Blaine. To the wing. Kaluza. And now kicks it back off. Looks down low, going back door, but stripped in the lane. Good hands and pick up that time, and he converted for 2 that time is Hagenbart. Hagenbart collects. 29-15. Here's a shot. Voller trying to keep it alive. Good job by Miller. She's rewarded with that opportunity and couldn't quite close it up as she extended it, poked at it, was able to get it to the hands of Fields. Fields tried to feed her for a short bunny, but unable to convert, but she'll go to the line for 2. Jim with 4:37.
Yeah, Huskies started out hot, and over the last couple of minutes, they've a little chilly from the field. They've hit iron a bunch. That was good hustle play by Fields.
Got her for 13 now. Miller make that 14. Unofficial because it's my stats. But Miller heating it up. Huskies will apply that pressure. Good job. Good pickpocket that time by Fields to Miller on this turnover. Lawler thought about it. Now it's to Frost. Frost, a sudden move. Right hand scoop and gets the spin.
Well, we've seen her left-handed and right-handed from that side. Great, nice scoop by
Emma Frost now with 9, her average for the season. Hagenbart hands off around the perimeter. Now a kick back. Kaluza likes this look on a runner from the free throw line. That time getting the rebound. Hagenbart, good cut again. And Huskies are allowing that cutter to find some comfortability and confidence in that lane. Good job to convert. Rebels now back to within 16.
Yeah, Rebels are getting some good minutes out of Hagenbart.
Fowler from 3. Yes! Fowler, a little pass, a little mini step back, eyes it up, elbow towards the rim, Jim, and it's going in. And Huskies are starting to hit it up from behind the perimeter, and they now have their largest lead of the game here, 36-17. Timeout.
Yeah, they're up by 19, and you know, if you're Coach Phelps right now for the Rebels, you know, it's just about every possession and trying to be productive with it, like they have with Hagenbart. Getting that, looking for that cutter, and just trying to stay focused and have energy on defense.
Of course, we often speak of that core 4 here for the Huskies that consist of Ingleby averaging 13 a game, Miller 12, Voller at 19, and of course Emma Frost at 9. Meanwhile, one of the top rebounders also this season has been Morgan Miller, averaging that double-double. And Huskies got out strong. This is the second chance I've had to see them play this year. We had a call with them as they defeated Anoka. I actually caught a little bit of the Andover game. I was in Hopkins doing some additional work and saw the end of their game against Eden Prairie, a team that they suffered their first loss of the season to. But Eden Prairie has this Tori Schlago who plays for them, and she's phenomenal. She's probably 5'10", but plays like she's almost 6'6". She's on her way to University of South Dakota. She put up 23 points, 10 rebounds against the Huskies on that loss. Almost a turnover, now just as good as a turnover to avoid the travel. Back now, cross-court pass to Frost. Frost gathers it in, fakes to the right, drives to the left. And they're going to call a foul on the Rebels. That's going to send Frost to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, elbow came up on Tolentino. As she tries to drive past, you can see right there, she's pushed with that left hand.
Miller came into this game with 811 career points. A little quick need to know for you. Voller came in with 948 total points. All 3 of these now seniors got a little playing time as freshmen, just a little dose in depth, picked it up. Frost converts and now has 11 on the afternoon. So they all picked up some of those. There's a little spin move down low. Good hands, good pass, good completion there. Hagenbart picks up her second bucket of the game.
Yeah, again, that sophomore, she's got good vision on passing, and she's able to score in the lane.
Working that ball just beyond the perimeter. Evers back in. Kicks to the corner. Fakes the shot. Good pass inside. Good eyes. Evers could not complete. I thought she might go to the bank on that shot. She went for the back of the rim, and it bounces back out. And now Rebels will try to make a move here as they need to cut into this deficit before half. Weave up top. Belangi kicks it back over. Just now to Bates. Bates moves inside, draws the foul. That's going to be whistled there on Olsen. Annika Olsen. And back to the free throw line.
Second, 17 foul. At the line.
2:17 to play.
2 shots. Number 23, Alana Bates.
Huskies have them doubled up right now.
Bates averaging 8 points a game. Season high was 24, and that was against Park Center.
In the game, Huskies, number 24, Anna Voller.
Voller comes back in, as I mentioned. She's on her way to Sioux Falls. Boy, that university and that program, the athletic programs, have been doing phenomenal down there, including the football program and basketball.
Good baseball. I mean, you look at Sioux Falls. You've got Augustana. Their athletic programs are, off the charts in Division II. Sioux Falls, same thing. University of Sioux Falls, same thing. And just up the road in Brookings, they seem to be doing an outstanding job with their athletic programs.
Certainly are. Hitting both was Bates. 17-point lead now. Andover brings the ball down against some pressure. Switch up top, little crisscross. The senior Frost gets a bounce pass to Evers. Evers kicks it off. 3-ball corner. No good off the rim. Just missed on that attempt, did Purcell. Transition time now. One step, gets the ball, tries to compose. They're going to call a foul on Frost.
Wow, that was late.
Belangi, that time had the ball, had to try to get her legs underneath her and then get that shot up. They're going to call the foul on Frost. Just her first.
Andover didn't like that.
At the line, Rebels shooting 2 shots, number 13, Savannah Belangi.
A late call on that one, but nonetheless, Belangi, who's really been the offensive, juggernaut the last couple of games, has been pretty quiet today.
Look at that. I thought that ball was going to fall asleep. 142. She gets the front end of 2, does Belangi. As you mentioned, Jim, she had 15 against Chaska. And gets the second. Andover brings it up now with 90 seconds left here in this first half. Rebels have cut into that 19-point deficit to make it 15. Miller up top. This is Voller from the bleachers. Yes, she hammers that one home. Pure net and cash from the bleachers for Voller.
Well, you said pure, and you're absolutely right. That was pure.
Blocked that time. That was pure. Frost climbs the ladder and swats that out of bounds. And I'll tell you, Frost to be just a tremendous job defensively. And she has in her career for the Huskies, and that's another display there. Inside, Hagenbart. Gotta like her poise. Gets the ball, gets things squared away, puts the elbow kind of into the chest and gets the shot off. Frost will try to transition. Frost! Anything but cold. She hits another 3. 14 in the first half for Frost.
Just a defensive lapse right there. Hustling back, and credit Andover for getting in there.
Baseline drive, beautiful dime. And cashing in was Belangi on the baseline drive. 27-44 now. The Huskies look at taking a good-sized lead to the half, but the Rebels keep trying to poke and prod at it. Frost will stop there, take a tough shot off the side of the rim. Back will come the Rebels. The Rebels on the weave, near side. There's Bates. Bates gets to the top of the key, drags that back foot, no call. Crisscross again, little transition. Down low, Hagenbart gets some position on Miller, and this time she puts it up and misses everything. An outlet pass, not looking for it, was Frost, and the Rebels will get another exchange with 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. To the lane, no! We will go to the half, but we're going to get a couple of free throws here. Driving it to the lane was Bates after the turnover by Andover near midcourt.
Fouls number 22, Annika Olsen.
Annika will pick up her 3rd foul. Annika Olsen.
Foul at the line for the Rebels.
They're going to put another second back up on the clock. But you're seeing already, the Huskies balance.
Yeah.
As you've got Frost with 14, Voller with 12, Miller
with 9.
Hits that first. They're getting to the line, the Rebels, and chipping away at this deficit. Bates will get another look here and hits the second, ripples the net on that free throw. 1 second left. Huskies will take a 44-29 lead. The half. Jim, your thoughts?
Good half for the Huskies. Good, distribution of the ball and scoring by, everyone. Everyone had a chance to put it up there. And defensively, I think the Champlin Park Rebels are missing Cruchon out there the last 10 minutes.
She's on the bench with 3 fouls here in the first half. Huskies 44-29 lead over the Rebels, looking to get their 6th win of the season. We'll return the second half in a moment.
My name is Jess. I own Muddy Paws Doggy Daycare here in Andover. So we do overnight boarding and daycare, and then we also do some light grooming, just baths, nail trims, that kind of stuff. All of the dogs that board with us get to spend their entire day in daycare. They're not kenneled throughout the day. We give breaks and naps and stuff as needed, but for the most part, everybody hangs out in our play area all day long. And then we also, with our daycare program, owners can drop their dogs off and pick them up later in the day, if they are working or have a busy day or, whatever's going on. They just need a break from their dog if they're working from home, which happens sometimes. So yeah, so they hang out, they play. We have a large indoor area, large outdoor area. They're supervised 100% of the time while they're in playtime, and they just get a lot of exercise and socialization, and yeah. I think one of my favorite part about the dogs is when we have a dog that comes in that at first is kind of shy and reserved and not sure of herself or himself, and then after a short time or a couple days of daycare, they come out of their shell and they find a friend, and they just they just become this super happy, they come in and their tail's wagging versus being a little nervous. So that's definitely my favorite part, is just I get really excited when they make that leap into playing and making friends and things like that. I live in Andover. I have 4 daughters and they all attend Andover schools. And so when I was looking to add a second location, I really, really wanted to stick with Andover. It's a growing community. There's tons and tons of kids and families, and usually with kids and families comes dogs. You drive anywhere or walk anywhere, there's always people out walking their dogs. And I just felt like it was just something that the Andover community needed. I have an absolutely amazing staff. I work really hard to find people that share the same passion with the dogs as I do. And they truly do an amazing job. And I can assure you that they take very, very good care of each and every dog that is here, because they do feel so warmly about all of the dogs that do come in. It's just a really great community, full of lots of great people, and I love being able to go to the gym or go to an event or a sporting event or just even Walmart, Target, restaurants, and I see people who I take care of their dogs. So it's just so much fun to have that link to where we live, plus having a business here. It just pulls it all together, and I mean, I'm constantly meeting people that I know, and then they bring their dog here and they're like, oh my gosh, you own this place? It's like, oh yeah. So it's just a fun connection between the community I live in and families and their pets and things like that.
The Rum River Tunnel right next to City Hall is getting a new design, and everyone in the community is invited to leave their mark. The City of Anoka received a grant from the Metro Regional Arts Council to bring community art back to the city. Local artists assembled to organize, collaborate, and brainstorm ways to get the community involved to lend a hand with this great project. So now every Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. is the set time for the community mural painting, right next door to the Rockin' on the Rum concert series in Riverfront Memorial Park. I met up with 2 of the artists involved to learn more about this great effort to revise the mural in Anoka.
Yeah.
So kind of making it like a mix.
Yes, I try to mix it right on the wall. Awesome. I work for Rum River Arts Center, and I'm kind of the coordinator between us artists and the city of Anoka. Part of the grant was to involve the community, so every Wednesday, starting today on June 21st from 5 to 7, a few of us artists that are painting will be here to engage the community and let them leave their mark in the tunnel.
I really love collaborating, and this whole project has been about collaborating. We've been meeting for months and figuring out like how each piece might fit together, and so on a broader scale we've all been sort of working that way as artists and figuring out how to blend. But then my son is also an artist, he's 7, and helped me paint the rock art and mural as well, and it was just kind of magical to have their touch added in there. I'm probably going to work it in different ways. It might not look exactly how they did it, but I'm interested in having the community sort of, you know, add their touch and feel like they're a part of it. Even adding the fishermen's catches is, you know, kind of making the community feel like they're a part of the experience.
The last tunnel mural lasted for 10 years, so there is a high expectations for this one to last even longer. So keep an eye out for the artist painting throughout the summer, and make sure to take advantage each Wednesday to leave your mark in the mural before it's too late. And as this is happening simultaneously with the Anoka Concert Series and Farmers Market right next door, there will never be a shortage of ways to get involved with the community this summer.
Hi there, I'm Cameron Kaitonen, City of Andover Natural Resources Technician. I'm here to talk about the Nature Preserve Commission, formerly known as the Open Space Advisory Commission, which is an advisory board to the City Council. This group is primarily tasked with management and maintenance decisions of the 4 nature preserves in the City of Andover. This group was originally formed in 2006 to help decide what properties to purchase after the approved $2 million bond referendum that same year. After that referendum went through, the group helped to decide on 4 preserves that were purchased. The group is also tasked with looking at potential funding options for potentially buying new land in the city. The group generally meets quarterly on the second Wednesday of the month at around 6 p.m. So beginning in November, December, we will be looking for new members to the group. There will be information in the November, December edition of the city newsletter, which will outline the application process and instructions for if you are interested in applying. So if you are interested in the outdoors, interested in being a part of the community and working along with the city of Andover, and also would like to meet new people, this might be a great opportunity for you.
QCTV is proud to announce award recognition for 2022, including 10 Telly Awards, and 2 ACM Hometown Media Awards. QCTV is dedicated to providing high-quality content for our community. We are grateful for the support, and we look forward to another exciting year here at QCTV.
Not a person was out. They all stayed inside. The kids ran to the window. The dog almost trampled, filled with excitement because school was just canceled. They grabbed jackets and mittens and bolted outside. "We must free the hydrant," they all cried. They shoveled 3 feet around, and the hydrant was free, keeping snow at a good distance in case of emergency.
Welcome back to the Andover High School. Joe ruling along with Jim Childs, the Huskies a team averaging 63 points a game, have put up 44 here in the first half against the Rebels, and they now have a 44-29 lead at half, and the Rebels cut into that deficit, Jim, just before the half.
Yeah, they were up by 18 at one point, or 19 at one point. It was 38. They had them double up 38 to 19. Went on a 10-5 scoring run towards the end of the first half. It's going to be interesting to see defensively how the Rebels come out. Do they stay in that zone, or do they go to a man-on-man defensive set? There were times there were open shots for the Huskies.
Yeah, absolutely. So. At half, it's Emma Frost who leads Andover and both teams with 14 points. Voller with 12. And then, of course, Morgan Miller with 9. Meanwhile, for the Rebels, 6 for Belangi. She's tied for the team lead with Hagenbart. Hagenbart is averaging 5 a game. She's looked good inside. Followed by Kaluza with 5, and then Bates with 4. Just 2 3-pointers here this afternoon thus far for the Rebels, and 6. Huskies have a 6-pack of threes after the first half. Inbounding now, the Rebels will try to see what they can do to break this 5-game losing streak, both on the season and to the Huskies over the past few seasons as well. They worked a weave up top to the perimeter. Back again, and there's a travel call on the Rebels. Good patience there defensively for Andover. Andover team that's just allowing 55 points a game. Again, they've won their last 3.
Yeah, they're not making any easy opportunities for the Rebels. Their defense is got some energy to it.
There's the Rebels. They bring out a little pressure, as you mentioned, a little change. 3 quarters. Voller gets a look, doesn't get it. Loose change, goes to the bank, takes it to the bank for 2. Does Miller. She's in double figures now with 11. Good board, as I mentioned, double for her, nearing stepping out to save of the Rebels, and they save it right to Miller. Miller then gives it right back to Pate, converting all the way to Bates, and Bates, good touch. Bates to Pates for 2 on that turnover. More pressure here with the long arms and legs there of Pates, trying to pressure and force a turnover.
Yeah, really nice job on getting out in front of that defense.
Engleby cross court. There's Frost all alone. 3-ball, corner pocket. No, hits the side of the rim or near the back. A big rebound kicked out, and the Rebels now get a chance to draw a little closer than this 15-point deficit that they had at half. They trailed by as many as 19 in the first half. Kaluza to the lane. 5 points in that first half. Ties up, and that arrow will go to Andover.
Nothing easy on the offensive side for the Rebels. It's just they get into their offensive set, and the Huskies are just applying pressure in the right seams.
Kershaw, who had those 3 fouls, 2 plus that technical, that put her on the bench midway through this first half. She's now in here in the second half. And
10 seconds. Timeout.
30-second timeout.
A little reset there. Here's a bit of a need to know by Joe for you. A key need to know by Joe, as I give everyone a chance to catch up with that.
Let me get my pen out real
see
quick.
That?
Yes.
So when the core four scored, 3 of the 4 have scored at least in double figures. They are undefeated this year. Last year, actually, their record was at a 21-4 mark when at least 3 of the 4 were in double figures. When all 4 of them score in double figures, they have won every game this season. So it's a good little indicator on top of what they can produce. And then also, one final bonus need to know, the last win for the Rebels here was in 2019-20 season. That was a 45-44 win over Andover for Champlin Park, and that was back in 2019-20 season. So they're looking to get it right and break that 5-game drop here to the Huskies this afternoon. Good board again. Miller puts up that shot. Just missed on the follow-up after getting the board. Unable to convert. The Rebels will get their chance now to the lane. A kick out. This from the corner. Short for the Rebels. Shot attempt there by Tolentino.
Really nice job this half by the Huskies at cleaning up the glass on no really second chance points.
From the wing, the 7th-3 of the afternoon. Ingleby rains that one down. She now has 7 on the game. Back up to an 18-point lead. They move, good ball movement enough to get the spacing and square up on the 3. Pates up top. Gets it back. Bates likes this shot. A little strong, soaring up, Ingleby. She'll bring it up court after getting the rebound. Hits it to the corner. Heppel thought about it, now goes back to Voller. Voller, good strong drive, she'll close that out. She does not miss those layups. She closes them up. She's got 14 tied for the team lead now with Frost.
Boy, that first step was just lightning quick, right past Tolentino.
Good, strong drive, and anything you can do, I can do better. She counters there, does Tolentino with her own drive. Some pressure here, 3-quarter pressure, again for the Rebels. After the make. Frost, free throw line now to Voller. Voller spins, little spin cycle and a beautiful fadeaway. 16 on the afternoon. She now grabs the game high. Her career high is 32. That happened against Anoka earlier this season. 20-point lead, trying to quickly counter here where the Rebels, they miss on the 3. Transition time now. Voller kicks it back up. Frost wants to drive. She's grabbed on the wrist there and will draw the foul. 13:53 to go. 53-33. A lot of threes happening here in the second half.
Well, one thing that's not a 3 anymore for Crucian, that's her 4th. And she'll head back on after just a couple of minutes of action.
Unfortunately for her, it probably felt like a cameo.
Yes.
Certainly need that presence and her athleticism on that court. Rebels defensively staying in that zone. This 3 bounces hard off the back of the rim. Set now to Tolentino. A drive. Belangi here, left-handed, tried to put it up, partially blocked. Pass back out front, goes off after a nice defensive effort there by Ingleby. She got it in there, dragged it, and it went off of the leg that time of Bates.
Boy, the hustle on the defensive side for the Huskies right now is impressive. They are, led by Ingleby right there. She's just long and just good energy.
Perimeter look, this, 3, this, no good. In 2020, the Huskies picked up the win. That's the first year that this core 4, they were freshmen. That year they were 7-13, but they picked up the win over Champlin Park, 49-47, played just once that year. A runner here, nice look by Kaluza, but gets the rebound, kicks it right back. Hogan Barton's like a surgeon, so calm and precision, stays to that technique, beautiful. 8 points now for Hogan Bart, her first 2 of the second half. Purcell had it, now kicks it to Miller. I mentioned Miller on her way to Clemson. Bounce pass, baseline, beautiful dime, and taking that dime to the bank for the deposit. Good job that time for Fields, who picks up another bucket.
A great vision by Ingleby, too, to get around those 2 defenders.
Handoff there, right around the wing. Kicks it back. Hogenbart stops, now hits a cutter. Belangi draws the foul after she was trying to move her way past Purcell. But that's the one thing you got to like with the offensive set here and everything that coaching staff has developed here, and especially under Coach Nichols. Balance. Everyone gets their touches. Everyone gets that opportunity, and that keeps them in the game. Not only just there to maybe touch the ball or make a pass, they're going to get their time.
Yeah, if they're not giving effort out there, they've got decisions that he can make. And that's why you're seeing good effort from everyone. Nice pass.
Inside, running the floor well, and paying off Miller for running that floor and executing there as she gets the bunny inside, and a beautiful pass by Frost. Inside, drive, front of the rim, a little off balance. Ingleby gets that rebound, deflects it, 11.5 to play. Frost thinks about the look, drops it back. Rotating around, reversing the ball now back to the top of the key. Frost, left-handed dribble, looks for the spin, looks for the space. Finally kicks it back out to Ingleby where they'll reset. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Ingleby gets her space, drives it to the lane. Hogenbart deflects, and the shot goes up. Rebound to Miller. She draws the foul. Again, Miller doing a great job of strapping down a lot of offensive boards this afternoon.
Yeah, she's got good positioning, good body positioning against that. You can see right here, she's under there boxing out. Had the position on the Rebels. Might be one of the reasons why she's going to go play, beyond high school.
Yep. Certainly competition down in Clemson. Those conferences here as well. It is good. Gets the members roll, shooters roll there, 14. So Andover now has 3 starters with 14 points. 17-point lead. Turnover. Here comes Miller. Coming from behind was Kaluza, who just got enough of it. I thought she was going to get that clean, but even before she got there, they called the turnover.
Yeah, you talk about Clemson. You've got LSU, who's national champion, South Carolina. That's another just unbelievable program. She's going to be seeing some world-class basketball.
It's man-to-man D for the Huskies. Matching up well, bounce pass, good entry pass in. Nice spin move, even better block that time by Miller.
Boy, that's a great high school move. Good footwork by Pates, and Miller didn't move. Miller followed her the whole way. Just excellent defensive effort.
Inbounding Rebels. They are going to need to put some defensive stops together to make a run here. This for 3, no, off the front of the rim, and that comes back down. It's going to Andover. Not as many fouls whistled as there were in the first half, Jim.
No, it's been a quick second half right now. Huskies have a 23-point lead. Some more pressure.
Yep, full court pressure here. This time it pays off. It appeared as though it may. Tied up on the ground. They will go to Champlin Park. So in 21-22, Huskies picked up wins of 63-46 over Champlin Park and 52-46. And then last year a couple of more, 71-41 and 79-60. Man-to-man defense, stymieing the Rebels here. Send it across. There's a steal for Frost. Frost with the defender on her hip. Just misses on that, rolls off. She did a good job to get that shot off against a strong defender, just couldn't close. But off the deflection, it will be awarded to the Huskies.
Aaron Kaluza, good hustle back for the Rebels. I have word that she is a world-class ping pong player.
Well, I'm ready to get at it.
Okay.
A nice move. Moving to the right, fouled, off balance. Miller converts. 16 now on the afternoon for Miller. And another and one opportunity.
She's impressive. She is. You think about the Huskies putting this whole thing together, and this is going to be a team to be reckoned with, not only through sectionals but possibly past and beyond that.
I thought you were still talking ping pong.
Well,
with Calusa.
I was, yeah.
I want to see that Calusa play some ping pong. Drive to the lane, kick out. This a look for three, and this misses a little too strong. Miller leads the transition. Ingleby gets the look, squares up to three.
Well, that seals it. All four now are in double digits, Joe.
That is game, set, match, and win, apparently, to statistics. And so, drawing the foul, getting a look here. Good job.
This is the first time I've seen the Huskies. Ingleby's hustle on both sides is epic. She is really has been everywhere, and especially in the second half. She has worked it hard.
Huskies now with 8 3-pointers this afternoon. They'll change out the battalion here. 64-35. Also, we had a chance to see Hagenbart a couple of times on that lacrosse team for Champlin Park as well, she and her sister. So she runs the floor well.
Yeah, she's been a real bright spot for the Rebels today.
Errant pass there, good. A step in front. Bates, double dribble.
I don't think she thought it was a double dribble.
Ingleby, as you mentioned, with double figures. She has a season high of 19. That came against Eastview. Baller, as I mentioned, season high 32 against Anoka. Pass kick back out, trying to hustle and regather that as Winter. Winter almost a turnover, cross court. Voller launches this three, front of the rim, hard bounce. Gathered in there by the Rebels, and they'll quickly try to transition back. They need to cut in to this deficit feverishly. Good old board, and an end one opportunity. Good left-handed follow-up by Pates. Mariah Pates averaging 5 a game.
That's the second time down the court in the last couple of minutes where Pates has just been in the right position and able to finish.
And now's the time where they've got to kind of empty that bench and put all the chips on the board here or on the court, as they are going to bring Cruchon in. Unable to convert for the end one there was Pates. 64-38 now. Heppel give and go, coming from the wing, and shot is just short, but not before being fouled was Olsen. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
A really nice give and go there.
14 foul at the line for Huskies, shoot 2 shots.
I'm a big baseline type of drive, or like looking for those opportunities. People tend to get lost. You see where the Rebels able to manufacture a couple of layups, as have the Huskies. But that time they created it from the wing.
Huskies will retain.
Olsen able to get 1 of 2. 66-38 on a matinee game here from Andover. Nice pass inside, left-handed shot. Hit the backboard, that was it. Transition time now for the Rebels. They cannot convert. Scooping up that rebound. Nice job by Evers. Bounce pass back here. Voller, a little crossover. Voller wants to take this coast to coast. Then she wanted to kick it out for the trifecta, but not giving up that time. Swatting it away was Balanji. Nice play, good hustle.
The last 2 possessions for the Huskies, they've had good set plays. They've been able to get to the rim. They just haven't executed getting in the hole.
For 3. Yes, for Olsen. ring it up. The 9th three of the afternoon for Andover. To the baseline here and then to the lane. No good. Fowler collects that rebound. Bounce passes to the head. Good hustle by Kaluza. Didn't give up. Explosive stride in order to step in front of that bounce pass. Kick back out, near side, stepping into this three and making it pay. Nice. The Rebels collect one on a nice step into three for the Rebels. Diamond number 15, Carr. Her first three of the game. Baller thinks about it, now gives it to Evers. She'll try the three, front of the rim, no good. Transition time now. 2-on-1, strong move inside, drawing the foul. That'll go against Evers, but going to the line will be Crucian.
Evers, her second, 14th foul at the line for the Rebels, shooting 2 shots.
Well, they've cut into it there now. Under 30.
Crucian misses on the first of two, and coming back in, Hagenbart.
Number 23, Alana Bates.
Along with Tolentino. And Alana Bates also returns. That's good. Gets 1 of 2. Full court pressure. Although the Rebels trying to inbound the ball after a made basket. So they will stop. Just a bit too maybe overzealous, shall we say. Full court pressure. Heppel calmly, poisely brings it up at her pace. Crisscross with Voller. Voller's going to stop. She'll pop. She'll hit.
What a confidence, Billy. She has that ball. She is just confident. Goes up strong.
To the lane, the runner. Off the glass. Controlled on the rebound by the Rebels. 6.5 to play. Crossover. And we've got a
officials timeout.
Yep, officials timeout here.
I think they're
6:28 to play.
I think they're talking about the shot clock. It got reset to 35. And I don't think it was supposed to be reset. I believe that's what it is.
Usually
they want it down
20.
to 8. They want it down to 18.
Number 3, Tonya Dillon. In the end of the Huskies, number 15, Emma Kratz, number 21.
Miller comes back in, as does Frost. Voller will take a seat along with Evers.
Good job. Nice to have 9 or 10 players that you can put out there just about at any time with any combination.
To mention, Miller came into this game with 811 career points. And my calculation had Voller with 948.
Well, I trust your math, Joe.
So, all of them inching near to maybe 1,000-point careers. Good muscle inside, Hagenbart, but Miller stood her ground.
Yeah.
Offensive foul, number 33, Reese Hagenbart, her second, 5th.
Was not going to allow the sophomore to bang her way inside and try to power that move up.
Yeah, that elbow came up and
squared up, got the footwork in front. Heppel, nice dribbling, has it to the lane.
Oh.
This is the dime and takes the dime to the bank. Miller on a beautiful pass. All the work came from Heppel. And it was Miller, the recipient of that hard work. In the right spot, right time. Ironic how that happens, right? She was taking some banging inside and finally squared up and took that banging, did Miller. Good plays defensively, and she's rewarded on the other end by Heppel. 30-point lead now for Andover, 72-42. Melange on the runner. Love the runner. Has a little bit of that Bob Cousy look to itself. Emily, remember that? But a beautiful runner by Belangi. Released it from the elbow. She picks up a couple more.
I think she looked around and there was no Huskies around her. I think she was surprised at that. Good decision to drive in here.
Turnover. Good job, Kaluza on the steal against Frost. Frost is not today. Her second block of the game with conviction.
Yeah, she can jump out of the gym. Boy, I tell you what, she is. See right here. You said with conviction?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, Erickson will always give me a hard time in baseball when I talk about a pitch with command and conviction. A runner, left side, falls short, but a good defensive stint that time by Miller. Ingleby, oh, by the way, back in. To mention that core four now with all in double digits.
Erickson's a hockey guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about with baseball.
3-ball, corner, no for the Rebels. Kicked out rebound, that goes long, but nice dribbling near, over, and back, but controlling it. And Purcell. Baseline drive here, Frost. Yes, beautiful roll. Kissed it off the glass. Had a little spin rate off the glass and converts that baseline for two and an N1 opportunity.
That was excellent. Her first step, and she was gone.
That power of the baseline. It was cleared up, the runway was there, and yes, for Frost. Frost was 17 on the afternoon. 75-44. 4:40 to play. Stop from three. This three runs short. Miller in double digits for rebounds as well. A little give and go back. Way to look. She gets a block, stays poised, picks up the block and puts it right back in again. Miller now with 21. Kick out to the corner. This Belangi hard off the rim. Miller collects another board. Setting up the offense. Blake Nichols instructing there with 4 minutes to go. Andover has opened up their biggest lead here with 33 points, 77-44. Good defensive play, stepping between the pick and moving in for the layup and missing it on the layup, and a chance to convert was Crucian. Goodness.
Number 13, Savannah Belangia. Her third, 7-15 foul.
Belangia with a
for the Rebels.
foul, and it was more of a frustration foul than it was trying to steal the ball.
Number 31, Elena Roll.
Things do not get easier for Champlin Park as they take on Maple Grove. Next, Maple Grove currently number 4 in Class 4A.
Yeah, one of 3 undefeated teams left in 4A.
Getting a look is Ingleby and hits. Now with 11. Maple Grove playing up at St. Ben's tomorrow. They take on Prior Lake. Wayzata taking on Lakeville North.
Is that where you're going to be?
That might be there.
All right.
Kicked out. Save. Good. Pressure's there. Kicked out for 3. This a look from downtown, front of the rim. Just off the mark by Purcell. Here come the Rebels. We got trifecta games tomorrow. Nice for 3, raining down. 3's that time converting.
That was Caitlin Clark range. That was a nice 3-pointer by Bates.
You just had to bring Iowa into it. Back in.
The best basketball player ever.
Kicks down. Maybe a Paige Beckers that might have some thought about that. Inside, kick back out. 3-ball, corner. Oh, my goodness.
Bates is having a good run right now.
Yeah. Nice spin move. Beautiful left hand off the glass. A little spin cycle move to the left hand and convert does Miller. She's got 23 on the afternoon with 2:40 to play.
That was refined.
Piled up here, getting the loose ball. is Andover. Down to the corner now, sticking it up inside, and here comes Miller again. She dishes out a kick. Chance for three down to Ingleby. They'll take some time off the clock here. Miller to the baseline, wants to pound her way, backs in, converts off the glass.
Timeout, Andover, 30-second timeout.
She has imposed her will the second half. She has, she's got 25 right now.
That's a season high for Miller. Maybe a career high. 21 was her previous season high, and she converts on 25 now and gives the Huskies 82-47 lead. Here you get a look at the Northwest Suburban Conference in Maple Grove. Up 3-0, followed by Andover. Anoka.
That'll be a good one, the Andover-Anoka game. I believe that's coming up on January 10th at Anoka. That will be lights out.
Andover picked up that earlier win, 81-69. A good look there, and then they get the rest of the way. I did get a chance, as I said, to speak with this Tori Orline earlier today. She's a sophomore, Jim, and has scored 2,556 points already. Amazing to watch her play at 5'11". And amazing to watch that play. Hagenbart gets the air ball and converts it to two. He's got double digits and a 5-second count now on Andover as we've got running time. And she's averaging this year 14 rebounds a game, 34 points.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean,
just a sophomore.
You mentioned she was out of Crosby Ironton?
That is correct. They're playing tonight against Albany. Albany girls knocked off Providence Academy 72-70 earlier this year. But Albany would be playing Crosby Ironton. So I enjoy watching the girls basketball on athleticism.
You're kind of a legend out in Albany. I'd heard that last year during the tournament that there was an autograph signing session and everything.
And plus, my nephew had played on the state championship team for Albany. Got to know that community over the past few years.
A little bit of.
Yeah, and the girls finished second to Providence Academy last year.
They've got a good program there.
Andover's program continuing to grow, and they're going to move this win streak against Champlin Park to a six-pack, 6 straight games now. But the Rebels will have a chance here to avenge this loss here coming up in January as they meet again.
It's great to see even though you're down by 30 plus, good hustle and good effort by the Rebels late in this game, not giving up. And we're going to end the game with a 33-point win for the Huskies.
Hagenbart blocks that one, and that will be a 82-49 win for Andover. They move now to 6-2, Jim. The Rebels move to 2-9, and the Huskies next game coming up, they'll take on Buffalo coming up on Tuesday, January 2nd. Your thoughts on today's game?
I tell you what, I came in here thinking that the Huskies had 4 seniors and that was it, but they've got more than that. But these 4 seniors are pretty special, and Hempel running the point. This is going to be a tough team as they continue to mesh late in the season.
That it is. It's final here. Andover Huskies 82-49 over the Rebels. Girls High School basketball on a matinee here from Andover High School. Thanks to the Go crew. Got a look at Malik and Logan to our left and the whole crew. Tony running the show from the truck. I'm Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs. Thanks for joining us in this QCTV Sports presentation. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.